Here at Mississippi, we are all set now for the kickoff, and Notre Dame, winning the flip of the coin, has elected to receive. The humidity is going to play a big part in this football game. It is a hot, hot afternoon. They are expecting it to be around 90 degrees. Hoppy Langley will do the kicking. He'll tee it up down at the 40-yard line to our right. And outside, Harrison. Urich is not ready to run him back, so Randy Harrison and Jim Browner. And here's the kickoff, deep into the end zone. Harrison back against the line, made the catch. There'll be no run back. Notre Dame will start at the 20-yard line.
That was a super kick by Hoppy Langley. That could have gone all the way. At first,
in the pro set, Lish comes up to the line of scrimmage. Vegas Ferguson at the left half. Jerome Evans at the right half. Lish is barking the signals. Hands it off to Ferguson. Wide to the right. Gets to the 20. Knocked down at the 21-yard line immediately. Crossing over to make the stop. Number 65 running right into Bob Gepsing. And Gepsing makes the stop at the 21. A gain of a yard. Again and again, split out wide to the left is Waymer this time. And here's Lish pitching it out. Ferguson taking the ball, spins away from one tackle, gets back to the 18, 19-yard line, hit down behind the line of scrimmage. Lawrence to the right-hand side. Waymer splits way wide to the right this time as Lish barks the signals with a big third down play coming back. He drops back in the pocket. He looks. He comes to the sideline. It's caught at the 33. First down as Waymer slides down and on his back makes the catch at the 33-yard line. First down, Irish.
A nice move to the outside by Dave Waymer using that good speed, a 16-yard gain. He went out to about the 35. Hooked that.
Splits out wide to the left. Hanging to the right is Chris Haynes, and waiting for the snap is Rusty Lish with a first down at the 33. Lish 3 steps back, quick throw over the middle, complete at the 43, on the way to the 45-yard line. The big tight end, Ken McAfee. He's knocked down at the Notre Dame 45 by Brian Moreland. Another first down for Notre Dame as they roll up first down number 2. They come out shooting from the hip. Dolman comes to the right, splitting out to the right. Chris Haynes out to the left side. The Irish line up with those flankers wide each time. Here's the pro set in the handoff, and driving right up over the right tackle is Jerome Evans. Evans is over the 45, up to the 48. Ken Coleman and Brian Moreland make the stop at about the 48-yard line. 5-2 strong defense. Lish looking over the center, calling the signals. Quick count, has the ball, drops way back, 12 yards in the pocket. Wobbly pass, thrown intended at the 30-yard line of Ole Miss down there for number 34, Dave Waymer. It is incomplete. Over to cover on that, Gary Jones, and he was in a hurry. But it was a fine pass pattern by Waymer.
Yes, it was. He was in the open.
The ball game, Chris Haynes goes out at the flanker. Dickerson is split to the left. Doman is out to the right-hand side. Here's Lish again with Ferguson and Evans in the backfield. Fumbles the football, picks it up, tries to roll outside, is hit, loses the football, recovered by Notre Dame back at the 35-yard line. Ernie Hughes line. One single safety back for Ole Miss deep around the 17. Here goes Rustic kicking the football. Favors is waiting for it. On the sidelines, grabs it at the 23. Knocked out of bounds at the Ole Miss 23-yard line. Bounced out of bounds across the way in the I formation, and they shift to the pro set. Bobby Garner is the quarterback. He takes the snap from center, hands it off to Jim Story, and Story on a crossbar, cracks right over the middle. He comes up to the 25 and down to the 27-yard line. Steve Heimkreider is responsible for the tackle, bringing him down at the 28. The wide receivers for Ole Miss split out to the right. Les Kimbrough split wide to the left. The setbacks are Perry and Story. And here's the snap, and the keeper on the play, Bob Garner, cuts in over the right tackle, over the 30. He's up to the 33. He's knocked down finally at the 33-yard line, and Steve Heimkreider again is down on the bottom of the pile, along with Doug Becker, the right side linebacker.
Garner showed us those quick
into the pro set. Garner has them lined. They run from the eye. The pitch back to Perry. Over the left side. He sweeps the left end. Gets out to the 35. He's up to the 37-yard line, and close to a 3-yard pickup before Joe Restic wrestles him down at that point. They'll put it down at the 38-yard line. It is enough. First is wide to the left. The eye in the backfield for Ole Miss with a first down at that 38. The snap to Garner, and Garner hands to his left halfback, Perry, and Perry drives straight ahead. He's stopped right in the middle by Mike Calhoun. The big four up front for the Fighting Irish. Willie Fry, defensive. The corners, Browner, Jim Browner, and Joe Restick are the safeties. Pro set in the backfield as Garner takes the snap, rolls to the right, then cuts back over the middle, up to the 30-45, up to the midfield stripe in the Notre Dame territory, down to the Notre Dame 45, and knocked down at the Notre Dame 43-yard line. Joe Restick finally cut back and got him. Great running play by Bobby Garner.
Oh, yes, it was. His fake to the right, going 18 yards, allowed the Notre Dame secondary to move to the left, and then he went back to the other side of the field. Beautiful run.
That's one thing the Notre Dame coaches said. Speed is something we have to watch, and these fellows have it. A 4-3 with an overshift on the linebackers to the right side, to the strong side. Garner with the snap, faking to one man, pitching it out, giving it off to Perry. Perry sweeping over the right side, cutting over the right tackle, down to the 40-yard line. Jim Browner hits him at about the 41 and drives him down there. That's a pickup of just about 2 in the first 2 ball games for 173 yards and 1 touchdown. Garner back calling signals again. Now they break and line up in the I formation. Garner, Perry, and Story. Now they shift into the pro set. Here's the snap and the handoff and the pitch. No, it's a pass. Thrown out on the flat to Favors. Favors has got it at the 20. He's out of bounds at the Notre Dame 16. And Joe Restick is the man who knocked him out. Beautiful face there by Bobby Garner. A 24-yard gain for the Rebels of Ole Miss. Down to the Notre Dame 15, 16, 17-yard line. As Bobby Garner faced beautifully. It is first down for the Rebels of Ole Miss at the Notre Dame 17-yard line. That's where it is put down in the pro set now. Here's the pitch out at the last moment given off to Story. Story tries to sweep to the left side, but right linebacker Doug Becker comes up and makes the stop. Drills him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was a superb play by
Favors is out to the left. The eye again. Second down 10. Rolling out there is Garner. He's trapped behind the line. Breaks away from a Notre Dame pursuit. Comes back to the near side. To the 20. To the 15. Knocked out of bounds at the 15-yard line. There's a blown play, I'm afraid, as Doug Becker finally chased him out. Garner is quick and he is fast.
You can win tickets to Notre Dame games. Details on WAIT Chicago 820 Radio.
As the football, as they come up to the line of scrimmage at the 15 yards, is chalked off for a clipping penalty. And here is an end around. Kicks out. Coleman pitching it out and giving it off to Les Kimbrough. And Kimbrough cracks over the left side. With the 15 yards marched off, it went back to the 40-yard line of Notre Dame. And from there, Kimbrough fights his way down to the Notre Dame 33-yard line. Roy Coleman in there, split out to the left from the I formation. Garner handing off to his second man and breaking up the middle to the 30, down to the 25, on his way to the 15. Finally knocked down at the 12-yard line is Leon Perry. Perry took the handoff from Bobby Garner. Great misdirection plays. They give you the motion to the right, they come back into the middle. And that was a great play to put it right down at the Notre Dame 13-yard line for the Rebels of Ole Miss. And Hoppy Langley will be kicking from the 19-yard line. The boot is up. It is on the way. It is good. It's good. The Rebels have scored first. So there's a timeout here with a score. Ole Miss 3, Notre Dame nothing.
Ed Murphy's year-end savings blitz is on right now, and it's your chance to beat the 78 price increase.
That's Jim Browner at the goal line and Randy Harrison. Langley kicked it out of the end zone before he kicks a sailor this time. Harrison plays it on the first hop at the 5. He's up to the 10, to the 15, the 20, up to the 25. On his way to the 30-yard line before he's finally overpowered. First down at their own 30. Lish has a man in motion out to the right, Tom Doman, and he picks and hands off to Jerome Heavens, and Heavens cracks the right side and comes out from the 31 up to the 35-yard line. Again, Lish with his hands under the center, barking the signals. Pro set in the backfield. Six-man line in front of him. The handoff this time is given to Vegas Ferguson, and he cracks over the right tackle. Joel Stewart meets him up at about the 38-yard line and knocks him down. And splitting out to the right is Doman. It is first down for the Irish, and rolling back to throw is Lish. He looks, he fires. It's complete at the 48-yard line to the big tight end. Ken McAfee makes a grab. He's knocked down almost immediately. That's his second big catch of the day. Almost another first down, but let's see where they put it down. I thought the 48. The officials say his knee touched. Yep, to the left. Second down, Irish. They have the ball, their own 48. Second and a long 2. Lish barks the signals. Turns around and hands it off to Evans, and Evans breaks out into the open at the 40-yard line. Billy Day, the free safety, finally wrestles him down at the 35, and just for a moment it looked like Jerome might break it all the way. 16 big yards for the Irish as they break a big running play over the right side.
Beautiful play, too. Jerome Evans running quickly, and Ernie Hughes and Dave Huffman with the big blocks on Niebuhr, the middle guard.
Lish is barking signals here with a first down at the 36-yard line of Ole Miss. He hands it off to Evans, and he tracks in over the left tackle to the 25, on his way to the 20. Evans is hit at the 20 and spilled at the 18. Al Dotson and Bill Day finally put the locks on Jerome Evans, but he is running off the tackles with plenty of running room, Pat.
And Notre Dame is showing that on the left side.
For Notre Dame with the ball at the Mississippi 18-yard line. Vegas Ferguson takes a handoff from Rusty Lish, cracks the right side and gets about a yard. He might have picked up a yard, but no more than that. We're in the first quarter here. Both receivers are split. Lish with his hands barking the signals. Huffman over the ball. Here's the snap, the fake to one, the handoff to Ferguson. Wide to the left. He cuts in, gets to the 15, hit down at the 14-yard line. Larry Johnson was on top of him over the moment because here's a 3rd down and 6 coming up. Rolling back is Lish. He's scrambling. He's caught behind the line. He looks. He tries to throw. He dumps it out of bounds, and there's a flag on the play. Intentionally grounding it as Larry Johnson, the big right tackle of Ole Miss, was all over Rusty Lish. A big 3rd down play, and Lish couldn't get rid of the football.
Lish did have a receiver down at about the 10-yard line, but the ball fell way in front of him, and it's going to be...
Reeves is ready, kicking from a right-hand angle. Steps forward, puts his foot into it. It's on the way. It is short. It is short. Short and wide. So, with the score, Ole Miss 3, Notre Dame nothing. There's a timeout on the field. Now this for Firestone Tires.
This message comes to you from 5 million miles away. From 5 million miles of developmental testing from Firestone.
Here's the snap as Bobby Garner takes it from center and cuts right back up the middle. He started to roll down the left side of his offensive line, instead cut back up the middle, and Randy Harrison wrestles him down at the 31-yard line. 11 yards on the play as Bobby Garner on the bear has the keeper and keeps the football. He goes for 11 and a first 31-yard line. And as they break the huddle, Kimbrough goes to the right, Favors to the left. Garner is barking the signals. The snap, the turn, he hands off, and driving over the left side with the football is Tyrone Richards. There's a flag on the play. Richards was caught, I believe. He was wrestled down by a face mask. That flag is going to be a face mask penalty, I believe, against the Irish. At the 35-yard line, now Richards had picked up 4 yards.
Enjoy it at home like old Jim Backus in a comfortable lazy boy chair.
Bobby Garner with the snap. He takes it hands off to Roger Gordon, and Gordon cracks straight up over the right tackle. He brings it over the midfield stripe into Notre Dame territory to the Notre Dame 46-yard line. And Ken Dyke wrestles him down at that point. Let's call it the second inning here in the first quarter. The score 3-0. The Rebels leading Notre Dame. Garner up with his hands out of the center, again with the football on the option. He just breaks straight up the middle. He steps over men as he fights his way down to the 40-yard line. And Garner has very, very close to another first down. The Rebels, the officials are putting the Rebel ball down at the scrimmage in the I formation. Garner with Comiskey over the ball, takes a step and pitches it out, giving it off to Richards. Tyrone Richards tries to sweep the right side, cuts in at the 40, hit down by Jim Browner, just as the buzzer sounds.
The door is open at your Buick dealer.
All right, with 1 yard to go, it's 4th and 1, and Ole Miss will have to kick. And barefooted Jim Miller puts one high in the air. It is Bergmeyer calling for the catch. He fumbled the football and then fell on it. But there's a flag on the play, and I believe that Bergmeyer, as he waited for the ball to come down, was impeded by the Ole Miss man that was on top of him.
And so it's going to be a penalty against Mississippi.
Lish has the football, hands it off, and breaking over the right side is Vegas Ferguson as he cracks between Ernie Hughes and Steve McDaniel. As they come up to the line of scrimmage. They have a double wing situation set up there. Now with a man in motion, Tom Doman out to the right-hand side. Here is the handoff again. This time it's to Evans, and Evans cracks over the right side. No, to Ferguson. Ferguson on the keeper. 30-yard line. Third and about 2. And it is double wing now with a flanker outside. Rolling to the left. Lish looks. He throws to the sideline. It is complete. No, it is incomplete. Ty Dickerson made the catch down on the... Is Joe Restic. Restic is standing on his 15-yard line. Hang on to your hats because here we go. The kick is off. It's a slider. And it is grabbed off there by Ole Miss, and returning the football is Fabers up to the 40-yard line and down to the 43. There's a timeout here with a score. Ole Miss 3, Notre Dame nothing. Notre Dame on defense now as Bobby Garner hands it off to Freddie Williams, and Williams cracks over the left side and brings it up to about the 44-yard line. A gain of about 2 yards before Bob Fabers is wide out to the right-hand side. Les Kimbrough is split to the left. The setbacks are in the pro set as they shift. Bobby Garner faking, then dropping back, throws to the sidelines, complete. Fabers has it at the midfield stripe. He's in Notre Dame territory up to Notre Dame 49, and Luther Bradley knocks him down.
It's a quick out pattern. Fabers just went down and cut on the 50-yard marker, and there he's waiting for the ball. He drove Luther Bradley back into the Notre Dame defensive backfield. A beautiful pattern. When you're looking for run, you can complete that.
As the Rebels come up to the line, Jarrett Price in the backfield there with Freddie Williams are the setbacks behind quarterback Bobby Garner. Garner with the snap, spins, fakes, pitches out on the option, wide to the right, over the midfield stripe, to the 45-yard line. Williams fights his way to the Notre Dame 44 and is out of bounds on the near sideline. Luther Bradley drives him out, but the Rebels have a first down.
They've got it going now into Notre Dame territory against the Notre Dame defense. They're using a lot of deception in their backfield as they work their veer formation, and they're going to keep Notre Dame aware of the pass because of that last.
All right, the Rebels with the first down now at the Notre Dame 43-yard line. And here's the quarterback handing off this time to Jarrett Price, and Price on a slant. Drives over the left tackle. Doug Becker catches him at the 40, knocks him down at the 39. A gain of about 4 yards, close to 5 yards as the Rebels are moving the football now on crossbucks against the Irish. Running against the grain, Jarrett Price carrying the football, gets it to the 39. The 4-3 now, putting the pressure on as Garrett. Bobby Garner calls the signals, rolls out to the left-hand side, gives it off to Freddie Williams, and Williams cracks over on this in possession, just short of the Notre Dame 35-yard line. The Irish with a 6-man front, trying to put the pressure on. Garner back to throw. He looks, goes with the long bomb, way down, out of bounds, making the catch, but Don Lloyd was out of bounds on the far sidelines, and Freddie Williams on the far sidelines made the catch out of bounds, so it is incomplete, and we'll have a fourth down situation coming. 3-0. 4th and 2, big play. The Irish must keep this football, retain them. There's a pitch out wide to the left. He's to the 35. He's to the 33. Freddie Williams turned the corner. He got the yardage. It's first down for the Rebels.
The fake turned Becker inside at the right linebacker spot. He got turned around too much, couldn't come around.
Once again, both of the receivers are split out wide. Here's Garner barking the signals, and he has the snap and then sending right back up the middle on the draw. Freddie Williams. Williams is hit right at the line of scrimmage. Blasted down there by Jeff Weston and by Ross Browner. The very essence of the Rebel attack is quickness. They are so quick coming out of the block. 2 on the last play. It's 2nd down and 8. The ball is at the Notre Dame 31-yard line. Garner rolling, handing off, diving over the middle. Leon Perry, he dove over a pile of players at the 28-yard line. He got down to the 26-yard line. Perry just took to the air and dived over them on the ground. Now, a tight alignment. In the eye, they shift into the pro set. Garner starts down the left side, then cuts in over the middle, fumbled the football, but he held up. No, he lost it. He fumbled it, and Notre Dame recovered. The Irish have the football. Scott Zedek recovered the football Notre Dame has possession at their 25. Bob Golick put the pressure on Bobby Garner and jarred him loose from the football. You'll recall last yard line, and Rusty Lish has them going. Rusty Lish on the first snap hands it off to Jerome Evans. Evans over the left side to the 30, on the way to the 33, hit down at the 33, jarred loose from the football, but he may have been touched down before he lost the football. The official says no. They will not allow the recovery that the fumble came after he was down. Charlie Cage, and it is second down and 3. Lish has them lined up once again. There's a man in motion out to the left side, Waymer. Lish on the keeper, pitches out to Evans. Evans turning the right corner, gets to the 35. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line is Brian Moreland of Ole Miss, runs him out across the way.
That Mississippi defense just strung that option play out beautifully. They made Lish go all the way till his last choice, and that was the pitch back to the running
side of the tight end also. The pro set in the backfield, and Lish with a man in motion now turns around instead and gives it off to Evans, and he's hit. He fumbles the football. Ole Miss recovers at the 33. Brian Moreland recovered the football. Evans is jarred loose from the football.
Brian Moreland stormed into the backfield, and Notre Dame didn't even have a chance to get its play going. It was a blitz, and they worked it to perfection. So Mississippi has the football with 7:59 to go in the second quarter. They hold a 3-0 lead.
And the Rebels have great field position. Great Mississippi football team in the I formation. Bobby Garner has his back shift now into the pro set. Both receivers are split wide. Notre Dame with a 5-man front up there. There's a quick snap pass by Garner over the left side. And he may have been shaken up a little bit. It is second down 10 on an incompleted pass for Ole Miss from the Notre Dame 33-yard line. Here's Lear. And no, back to throw. Looks, throws, complete at the 27-yard line. Out of bounds is Curtis Weathers. Weathers, the big tight end, made the grab. And is bounced out of bounds by Jim Browner. Browner crosses over and gets him. And they put the ball down at the 26-yard line. Ole Miss in third down conversions, and we've got a big one coming here now. Has completed 3 of 7. In the pro set, Jim Lear now, the second string quarterback, calls the signals, drops back in the pocket, 5-6 yards. Look out, blindsided. Beautiful play. He was blindsided by Scott Zedek. Zedek poured in there and hit him back at the 39-yard line. A great defensive play by Scott Zedek.
And somebody assignment, because on that 13-yard loss, nobody touched Zedek as he came storming in from the right side of the Notre Dame defensive line.
Miller, he takes the snap, puts his foot into it. It's a high floater. Bergmeyer waiting for the football, looks at it, lets it go into the end zone. So it'll come out to the 40-yard line. There's a timeout here with the score. Ole Miss 3, Notre Dame nothing.
Here is a thought that may never have occurred to you. The time to think about selling your home is before you buy it.
And a field goal will be attempted by Hoppy Langley with it placed down at the 40. He kicks it. It is high. It is wide to the left. It is not going to be any good. It is wide to the left and no good. The 40-yard field goal, 45-yard field goal attempt is wide to the left, no good. So Notre Dame will take over at their 20-yard line. We have 7 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the third to put them in front. So the Irish have a first down now. And here's a handoff from Rusty Lish, giving it off to Jerome Evans, and Evans cracks over the right side, brings it out to about the 21. Second down and 8. We have a double wing situation. One man behind the quarterback. Lish drops right back, throws it over the middle. Ken McAfee at the 30, on his way to the 35. Al Dotson knocks him down at the 36-yard line. The big tight end, the leading receiver last year, is at it again. The big man made a great catch there and carries it to the 36-yard line for a first down.
Notre Dame's leading pass receiver found the seam of the zone defense between the
9-yard line. McAfee has caught 3 for 33 yards today. Lish goes back to throw. The rush is on, sets up the screen, dumps it off. Evans has it at the midfield stripe, the 45, down to the 40, runs into 4 red jerseys across the way. Bill Day, the free safety, is the man who got to him first and knocks him down at the 38-yard line. So a beautiful screen pass to Jerome Evans moves the Irish now to the 38-yard line. And Notre Dame is cranking it up. 5:57 on the clock as Rusty calls Signals down there at the 38-yard line, takes the snap, hands it off, giving it off this time to number 40, Terry Urick. Urick, who is injured, and a question mark, gets over the 30, down to the 25, hit down at the 20, he fumbles the football, and Ole Miss has possession.
Terry Urick with a brilliant run. He did a stutter step behind the line of scrimmage. Looked for daylight, took it, and then William Day and the rest hit him, and Day came up with a football after the tackle. And just when Notre Dame had started to get its offense in gear, to get the whole thing cranked up.
Notre Dame on defense, and here's Lear. Back rolling to the right, throws. It is intercepted. He throws to the near sidelines to Jim Brown. Jim Browner stepped in front of it, makes the interception. That was Bobby Garner. Garner throwing the football, Browner intercepting at about the 26-yard line. And the Irish offense now takes over in great field position.
Jim Browner, who started to come into his own as a strong safety in that Gator Bowl game, just stepped in front of the pass receiver.
Lish has him up to the line of scrimmage, rolls out to the right, looks, throws a pass intended for Evans at the 20-yard line. He threw behind him, incomplete. Rusty to the right. Haynes is split out to the left. Lish looks over the defenses. Goes set in the backfield. Long count with the snap. Hands it off, this time to Urick. Urick cracked, started to the right, then cuts back in at the middle, gets to the 20-yard line, down to the 18-yard line before George Plaskides. George Plaskides wrestles him down at the 18-yard line. Third down coming up for the Irish, third and about a yard and a half, Pat.
George Plaskides is a former quarterback on Mississippi.
As Lish brings him up to the line of scrimmage, takes the snap, hands it off to Evans. Evans is hit as he tries to get the yard. He is hit by Brian Moreland just at the line of scrimmage and knocked down at the 16-yard line. Oh, he's going to be shy when they put the football down. They put it down at the 16. He is a yard shy. Notre Dame has 4th and 1. 4th down, a yard to go at the Ole Miss 16-yard line. We have 4:34, the clock running, left in the first half. The Rebels lead 3-0. Scrimmage. Evans and Urick are in the backfield. Here's a handoff to Urick. Urick has got it. He cracks in over the right side. He's at the 15. He falls forward to the 14. That's a first down, Pat.
Once again, Terry Urick looking and then picking his hole. He's been outstanding running for Notre Dame in this quarter. 29 yards, only 3 carries. That's a pretty good average, Al.
Yeah, a little better than 9.5. With Urick and Jerome Evans back. Takes the snap, rolls to the right, being rushed, throws a pass, incomplete. Flag on the play. He hit Jerome Evans. Gary Jones hit Evans at the same time. But there's a flag on the play. And let's see what happens over there. It may be against the Rebels. It could be costly.
It very well could be. They might be saying that he gave the Notre Dame...
To the left goes Waymer. And here's Lish handing off again and cracking right back up the middle goes Evans. And Evans is down to the 10-yard line. Jerome Evans drilling right over the middle and fighting his way down to the 10-yard scrimmage again. Lish with a long count. Fakes one way, gives it off, breaking up the middle. Orsini to the 5. Orsini down to the 3-yard line. He's hit down at the 3. It's 1st and goal now for Notre Dame.
Orsini almost cut and went in for the touchdown, but Eddie Cole got a hold of his ankle. It looked like Orsini was going to go flying.
Is back in there now. Vegas Ferguson has a setback. 1st and goal from the 3. The handoff to Evans. I beg your pardon. Evans cracks in over the left tackle. He's in on the first running play. Touchdown, Notre Dame. 6-3. The Irish moving 26 yards in 7 plays to score. So with 2:44 left on the clock, Notre Dame gets a touchdown. Believe me, that was a long, hard 6 points to earn, Pat.
Yes, it was.
Resnick is holding the snap. The ball is down and the kick is up, and it is good. It is good. So the Irish are out in front here, 7-3, and we'll have more after this special. And Roger Gordon, all 3 down there. The deep man at the goal line, though, is Freddie Williams. Graves steps forward and puts his foot into it, and there's a high end-over-end kick. It is Williams with it at the 5, up to the 10, comes to the near sidelines, the 15, to the 20. He's to the 25-yard line and cut down at the 26. To the line of scrimmage at their own 26-yard line. Garner is barking the signals and hands it off to number 20, Leon Perry. And Perry cracks over the left side and brings it out to about the 27-yard line. He might have gained a yard. Ken Dyke gets credit for more about that in a moment. Slot back out to the left-hand side. Gordon again on the hand. No, he keeps the football, rolls to the left, throws it in the ground. An intended forward pass to Willie Foster. The flanker was on the ground up at the 40-yard line, but the pass from Bobby Garner was into the turf. That's Ohio leads Ole Miss. The Rebels have a 3rd and 8 situation. And back to throw goes Garner. He uncorks a long bomb way downfield. It is caught. It's complete at the Notre Dame 25-yard line. Roy Coleman made the grab. He's down, and there's a flag on the play. Luther Bradley was on top of him. Randy Harrison was beside him. A great catch down there. 52 yards on the play, Pat.
Sensational play. Got by the Notre Dame defense, and the pass just had to be right on the money.
Receiver split out wide, and left-hander Bobby Garner quarterbacking the football team. Faking to one halfback, caught and wrestled down as Jeff Weston would not be tricked by Garner on the veer as he started on the option down the right side. Right on top of him, Jeff Weston backs in the I formation as Garner brings him up to the line. Fakes, bluffs, rolls out to the left. He looks, he rifles one out there. It's good at the 9-yard line to Les Kimbrough. Garner throws complete to his flanker, Les Kimbrough at the 9. Marked it up a 50 flanker to the right side. Garner up under the center. He's rolling to the right. The rush is on. He looks. He throws at the 5. Complete. Touchdown for Ole Miss. James Story made the grab at the 5. He scores. Touchdown for Mississippi.
At Mississippi, they promote Story as the best blocking back in the Southeastern Conference. He just showed us there. He's a pretty darn good pass receiver, and when he smells pay dirt, he goes in.
74 yards they moved in 6 plays. And what a pass that was. Right on the button. Story grabbed it at about the 8, went in. Here's the point after try. The ball is down. The kick is up. It is good. It's good. And game 10-7. Ted Bergmeyer and Steve Smits are back deep. Here is the kick. It's a bouncer down there that is picked up at the 30-yard line and run back by Mark Saya. Saya returns it from the 30, and Terry Urick are the setbacks behind Rusty Lish. Lish is back to throw. He's going to run with the football up to the 35, the 40, the 45, and down at the 47-yard line. Lish, seeing that his intended receivers were all covered, immediately ran the football, and he carries it for a first down. Don Kitchens is responsible for pouncing on top of him as he went to the 47. Takes a quick snap and drops back in the pocket. A 3-man rush on, looks over the middle, throws. It is complete. It's complete to the tight end, Ken McAfee, at the 37. And he is down at the 34-5-yard line. At the 35. 10 seconds remain on the clock. A 19-yard aerial from Rusty Lish to tight end Ken McAfee. Plenty of excitement. And Orsini are the setbacks behind Lish. Here's Lish back to throw. He looks. He rifles it to the sidelines. It's caught. And out of bounds with the football goes Tom Doman at the 18-yard line. There's 4 seconds left in the ball game. 4 seconds left in the first half. And the Irish have just thrown a completion again that carries them down. Wait a minute. There's a great deal of argument over there. And there is Dan Devine is out there arguing prolifically. His man was out of bounds. We called it at the 18-yard line. The officials were going to put it at the 21-yard line. Now because Devine came on the field, it is possible. Now because Devine came on the field, it is possible that they have dropped the flag and they're walking yardage off against the coach's appearance and objections on the field. Back it comes, a penalty against the coach coming onto the field, moves it back to the 36-yard line. And the Irish will go from there with 2nd down and 10. Will hold. It'll be spotted at the 43-yard line, a 53-yard attempt. Here's the boot. It is on the way, but it is not. It did not make it. It was too short. And there's the buzzer to end the first half, just as the ball fell underneath the goalpost. The end of the first half, a 53-yard field goal attempt that fails. The end of the first half with a score, Ole Miss 10, Notre Dame 7.
The score is 10-7 at halftime. Ole Miss leads. You couldn't find a tighter football game. Looking at the stats, first downs, Notre Dame 13, Ole Miss 9. Yards rushing, Notre Dame 108, Ole Miss 85. Yards passing, Notre Dame 79, Ole Miss 112. The total yards fairly even. Notre Dame 187, Ole Miss 197. Notre Dame, Rusty Lish, has completed 6 of 11, Mississippi 6 of 10. One interception, that by Mississippi. Fumbles lost, Notre Dame 2, Mississippi 1. Yards penalized just about even, Notre Dame 37 and Mississippi 35. We'll be back after this for Buick Automobiles.
Right now, something rather special is happening at your Buick dealer. Something that just could be the open door to the kind of car you've been looking for. Announcing Buick's open door policy. An open invitation to come in and inspect, examine, and really discover why the 1977 Buicks are selling better than any other Buicks in history. Take a good close look at the Electra, for example. That's what the open door policy is all about. To discover all the extra touches, the fit, the feel, the finish of the paint that make Electra a Buick. And discover also that according to EPA estimates for the standard 350 cubic inch V8 engine with automatic transmission, Electra got 22 miles per gallon in the highway test and 15 city. That's 17 miles per gallon combined. Your actual mileage may vary, and California estimates are lower. Now that's some full-size car. Buick's open door policy, a real opportunity to discover the finer points of our Buick automobiles and discover that this is a great time to buy a new Buick. The door is open at your Buick dealer.
Today, let's roll back the clock to Saturday afternoon, November 15th, 1969. We're at Memorial Stadium in Jackson, Mississippi. And unbeaten Tennessee is playing the Rebels of Ole Miss. Their record, 5-3. With Archie Manning quarterbacking, Mississippi takes the opening kickoff, and they march 82 yards in 11 plays. And Manning dives over for the touchdown. Terry King hits the extra point, and it's 7-0 Mississippi. And that was just the beginning. Before the first quarter ended, the Rebels, strongly aroused over losing to the Volunteers the year before 31-0, would put 2 more touchdowns on the board. And with a 42-yard field goal in the second quarter, Mississippi led Tennessee 24-0 at halftime. The Rebels were collecting their revenge, and they did it well. They scored again in the third and again in the fourth, and Ole Miss simply smothered the Volunteers. The final score, Mississippi 38, Tennessee 0. Tennessee went on to the Orange Bowl that year. Ole Miss was invited to the Sugar Bowl. But quarterback Archie Manning will tell you their first bowl game took place that afternoon.
I think the reason it was such a big win that so much went into the game beforehand as far as the student body of both schools, the alumni of both schools, and the media. I guess it started a year before when we strolled up to Knoxville and Tennessee beat us 31-0, and I had an awful day, threw 6 interceptions, and that was in my sophomore season. So it was that was a sad day, and from that point, you know, it never left my mind. I was looking forward to the next year when we'd catch Tennessee in Jackson.
Archie, the Rebels were really charged up. You just took it to the Volunteers.
Of course, we went out, took the open kickoff, I think went 82 yards, and kind of just really stuck it to them right there, and I think influenced them a little bit, got a little respect from them, showed them that we came to play. Unfortunately, things kind of turned our way, and we got some breaks, and we just put a good whipping on them.
You ran the ball that afternoon a great deal, but I know you would have liked to have thrown the ball instead, Archie.
They had a real good defense, and we were able to run the ball with some success on them, and of course then they had to start playing the run, and we hit some big passes. Coach Vaught kind of had to put some reins on me because I was excited about the game, and I really wanted to put a good whipping on them through the air, you know, but the running game was going so well that of course you try to stay with that and just hit some big plays through the air.
38-0, Archie Manning. Ole Miss took revenge on Tennessee, and I guess that's an afternoon you'll always remember.
It was an emotional game and one that I'll never forget.
Very humid and very hot. About 90 degrees still. Reeves steps forward to kick it off, and the second half is underway. It's a skimmer that hits at the 18, is picked up at the 20, returned to the 25. Leon Perry out to the 30. He's hit down at the 34-yard line as Perry scooped one up, played it beautifully. With a 6 for Eddie Williams, Tyrone Richards, number 33, Tyrone Richards. And here is the snap, the option play, and driving over the right side with the handoff is James Story, and Story cracks out to the 40-yard line and is down at the 41-yard line. Steve Heimkreiter, the left side linebacker of the Irish, makes a stop at the 40. So from the 34 out to the 40. A gain of 6 yards. He handles the option magnificently in the I formation with a 2nd and 4 from his 40. Garner has the snap again, handing off on the crossbuck, this time to Richards. Richards cracks over the left tackle. Richards bangs it out to about the 43-yard line before Ken Dyke wraps him up, and that is close to a first down.
What Mississippi is trying to do with these misdirection plays is get the Notre Dame linebackers, the 3 of them, to react in the wrong direction by at least one step.
Rush on. Right now, 7-man rush up there. 3rd down and 1. Mississippi from their 43, the handoff, and cracking over the right side to the 46 and on to the 47 is Tyrone Richards, and Richards has the first down for the Rebels of Ole Miss. Quick opening play. Richards was through, and he has the first down as the ball is placed down at the 48-yard line of the Rebels. First down for Ole Miss.
Mississippi went with their first straight power play in a long time in that last one.
As they break the huddle this time, wide to the left goes Kimbrough. Split out to the right is Bob Fabris. Garner is under the center with a first down at his own 48-yard line. He has the snap, spins all the way around on the option keeper. He has the football. Bob Golick has him right at the line. He is in strong on the left side. Wide outside of him is Les Kimbrough as they line up in the I and then shift into the pro set. Garner is calling the signals from his own 49, spins around, picks it down at the last moment, wide to the left-hand side. Richard tries to turn the corner, gets to the 50. Jim Browner hits him at the midfield stripe and out to the right-hand side. Big 3rd down play coming. Favors is out to the left. And here's a rollout by Garner. He looks, he throws to the sidelines. It's complete at the 42-yard line to Curtis Weathers, and Weathers goes out of bounds. And I believe he's got the first down.
It's very close to it. They haven't signaled for the movement of the chains, and now they do.
Mississippi moving the football again with 12 minutes remaining in the 3rd period. The Rebels lead Notre Dame 10-7. Our mutual crew. Mississippi with a first down at the Notre Dame 41-yard line. Garner marks the signals out, hands under the center, takes a snap and hands it off, and cracking right over the left side. James Story, who was injured moments ago, back in the ball game. Away, come up to the line of scrimmage. Wide to the left is Fabris. Here's a handoff, a delayed handoff there to James Story, and Story skirts back into the left tackle position. Again, Weston and Ken Dyke. Field now with Jim Story. There are the setbacks in the eyes. Jim Garner lines up for the 3rd down play. He gives it off to Williams, and Williams cracks the right side. Steve Heimkreiter, the strong side linebacker for the Irish, was there. Bob Golick was there. They stop him at the 37-yard line at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th and 5 for the Rebels. Their running game has been stopped. More from Ripley, Mississippi. He kicks barefooted. Stands over at the 48-yard line of the Rebels and lifts a high one. Ted Bergmeyer signaling for the fair catch. He'll let it hit. It bounces on the 5, takes a Mississippi bounce. It is down at the 7-yard line. And Notre Dame with a 30-yard punt by Mississippi. Here's Rusty Lish taking the snap from center, handing it off to Vegas Ferguson, and Ferguson cracks over the left tackle and drives it up to about the 8-9-yard line. Bob Gressing and Charlie Cage are responsible for the stop. It's put down at the 9. Wide to the left-hand side. But instead, the handoff is given to Vegas Ferguson, and as he crosses the 10-yard line, he is knocked down, falls forward to about the 12. Brian Neighbor and number 40, Al Dotson, are in on the tackle at the 13-yard line. It will be third down and in there. Rusty Lish with a big third down play now. Takes the snap and hands it off to Evans, and Evans tries to spin off of the tackle. He went in. It was blocked, and he tried to find running room outside, but Larry Johnson wrestled him down at the 15-yard line. It'll be fourth down. Fourth down for the Irish. A football coach. John Favis is the deep man at the 40-yard line of Ole Miss, and back goes the snap, and Restic gets a good foot into it. Favis has it at the 45 and is drilled down at the 45-yard line. A 40-yard kick and no return to speak of. The line of scrimmage. The setbacks are Jarrett Price and Tyrone Richards. They are in the pro set. As Bobby Garner barks the signals, takes the snap, fakes to one man, gives it off to number 12 to Coleman. Coleman throws the option, long pass, way downfield, incomplete. Now here's the flanker, Roy Coleman, throwing the option pass to Willie Foster, who was over on the other side. The option pass thrown by flanker Roy Coleman, incomplete at the 15-yard line. Boy, can that fellow Foster run. Back it comes to the first. He's the center for the Rebels, over the ball. Garner with the I formation behind him, and both receivers split out wide. Notre Dame with the 4-3 set up there in the front. 4-man line, 3 linebackers, and the linebackers are blitzing. Look out! Down goes Bobby Garner as Bobby Golick blitzing from the left side. Sneaked in over the left tackle. And he was right on top of quarterback Bobby Garner of Ole Miss back at the 42 before he could get rid of the football, Pat. That was a very important huddle. James Story is the other. Price and Story. Garner back in the pocket to throw over the middle. Throws intercepted. Golick has it at the midfield stripe. He's down to the Mississippi 45. On the way to the 43. Bob Golick with the interception. Returns it 10 yards. And Notre Dame now has wrestled the football away, and they have excellent field position. With a score, Ole Miss 10, Notre Dame. There's a snap of the ball, and Rusty Lish drops back to throw, but they're all over, and Charlie Cage comes driving in there. Lish is hit behind the 50-yard line in Notre Dame territory. Back on the Notre Dame 47-yard line. Down now as the ball is put down at the Notre Dame 47-yard line. 2nd and 20 for the Irish. Both receivers are wide. Lish with a snap. Looks back and throws. Popped it over the middle. Incomplete. Intended there for the tight end, Ken McAfee, at the Ole Miss 43-yard line. John Peel was right there on it. It hit Peel on the back of the shoulder. A moment ago, Bob Golick with the football. Rusty Lish. Rusty Lish has the snap. Rolling to the left, being chased. Now reverses his field. Goes to the right-hand side. Looks and throws. It is incomplete. Dave Waymer was the intended receiver, and Gary Jones was the man on top of him at the Ole Miss 33-yard line. There's a flag on the play, and they're bringing it back, however. Back it comes. They're talking to the Notre Dame captain at the moment with 6:14 remaining here in the third quarter. Restic standing on his own 35-yard line, waiting for the straight snap. The punt is blocked. Larry Johnson breaks through and blocks the punt. Restic tried to kick, and Johnson was there. The whole defensive line of Mississippi was charging on the play. It is covered at the Notre Dame 48-yard line, and it will be the Rebels football. Don't forget, fans, immediately. So the Rebels have possession at the Notre Dame 48-yard line. Bobby Garner has his hands under the center, takes the snap, rolls out to the right-hand side, knocked down immediately, runs right into the big defensive left end, All-American Ross Browner, and Browner pulverizes him at the 49. James Story, they're in the I formation. It is second down 11. Mississippi at the Notre Dame 49-yard line. Waiting for the snap. He has the football, hands it off on a wing-back reverse. Roy Coleman comes around the right side to the 45, on his way to the 40, out of bounds at the Notre Dame 38-yard line. Luther Bradley finally runs Roy Coleman out. Coleman comes from the wing all the way on the reverse, takes a handoff, scoots around at the Irish 37. The setbacks are spread. Garner on the keeper. No, to Richards. Richards. Beautiful fake by Garner. Gives it to Richards. Richards straight up the middle. Finds a hole to the 30. Down to the 28. Randy Harrison comes up from the strong safety and puts a lock on at that point. 8 big yards right up the middle. And Mississippi is running the football. 134 yards. The Rebels have gained running the football on the ground in 37 plays. Second down and 2. Mississippi at the Notre Dame 29. Garner giving off this time to Tyrone Richards. He keeps his feet, gets inside the 30. Down to the left goes Les Kimbrough. Out to the right, Bob Fabris. Onto the center, Bobby Garner. His setbacks are Richards and Story. Garner with the snap, the fake, he keeps it. Looks like a blown play as he spins bootlegs off the left side. The Rebels line up in the I formation. Second and 7 from the Notre Dame 22-yard line. Now they shift into the pro set. Garner spins, pitches it out, and caught behind the line of scrimmage beautifully there with the football. James Story taking the pitch. Ross Browner, the big All-American left end of Notre Dame, was there, Pat.
Well, when the Notre Dame defense needed a big play, Browner came up with it, as he usually does. He's done it all throughout his collegiate career with the Fighting Irish, and he had a big stop on Mississippi there.
Les Kimbrough is flanked out wide to the left-hand side. Only one man split out. Garner with his backs in the eye. They shift now into the pro set. Pitches it out, going wide, and knocked down behind the line of scrimmage with the football. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage with the football was number 27, Jared Price. He's hit down back at the 32-yard line for about a 5-yard loss further back. Beautiful play there. Jim Browner. Jim Miller will have to punt. On fourth down, here's the snap. He lifts a high one towards the far sidelines. Bergmeyer goes over. Randy Harrison. They watch as it bounces out of bounds. So there's a timeout here.
$32 at Pacific Stereo.
Notre Dame's Rusty Lish takes a snap and drops back in the pocket. He'll throw it. He throws it over the middle, intended for Ken McAfee, and it is incomplete. It's knocked down to the ground, an incompleted forward pass, so the Irish come back now with second and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Here's Lish now with a snap. He fumbles the football. He fell on top of it as Brian Niebuhr, the nose guard, was right there with him. Niebuhr was right there with him. Lish fumbled the football, loses it down. He recovers at the line of scrimmage, so it'll be third down and 10 for the Irish. The ball is at their 20. Is out wide to the right. Tom Doman is split out to the left. There's a slot. Man, Evans out to the right now. Lish has it. Back to throw. The rush is on. Dumps it out. Intercepted by Mississippi. At the Notre Dame 31-yard line, Willie Burns picks off the pass. It was intended for Tom Doman. Willie Burns makes the interception. And Mississippi has the ball again.
And they're going crazy here in Jackson, Mississippi. The rebel flags and Confederate flags are flying in the air in the stands below us. And Mississippi.
Half-Bay was split out to the right. Kimbrough out to the left. Garner, as the snap, turns around and gives it off to running back Tyrone Richards. And Richards slants up. Fabris out wide to the right. Rolling to the left is Garner. He looks, the left-hander throws, the ball is knocked down. Knocked down, incomplete. With the score here, Ole Miss 10 and Notre Dame 7. There's a timeout on the field. Now this for the Teamsters.
A major problem in America is the rising cost of health insurance. But did you know that 2.3...
Quick play now as Bobby Garner rolls out to the left, and the left-handed quarterback fires one to the end zone, out of bounds. Bob Fabris is there, but the pass was too long. Overthrown, it is out of bounds, incomplete. So that will bring the football back. to the Notre Dame 30-yard line, where it is going to be 4th down and about 9. And we'll have the field goal contingent, Pat. I just noticed Hoppy Langley's coming in. Langley will be kicking from about the 36-yard line. He puts his foot into it. The boot is up high. It falls into the end zone short of the crossbars. It is no good.
Well, Notre Dame was really in trouble in that last sequence. It could have gone to 17-7. And in this heat, you wonder whether Notre Dame could get 10 points at least even to tie it up. So now they don't have that to contend with their 3-back.
Here's the Irish now, offensively with the football, and the handoff given to Ferguson. Ferguson trying to sweep wide to the right, cuts in and gets out to the 22-yard line. Picks up about 2 yards before he's knocked down, piled up over there by left linebacker Brian Moreland. Let's call it a gain of 2 yards, and that's about it. And there's the buzzer, the end of the 3rd quarter with the score. Ole Miss 10, Notre Dame 7. Irish come up to the line of scrimmage in a very quick count. Here's a handoff to Evans, and Evans cracks over the right side, brings it out to about the 21, 22-yard line. Themselves along the way. We have a 3rd down 8 for Notre Dame from their own 22-yard line. Lish goes back to throw. He looks. He fires the long one. It is at the 49-yard line. Did he catch it or not? No, he trapped it. Ty Dixon got behind the man covering him, the safety, made a dive. Came up with the football, but apparently trapped it. That's the second punt formation. Restic set to kick away. John Fabus is the deep man for Ole Miss, and Restic kicks towards the sidelines, away from him. It bounces on the midfield stripe down to about the 42 and out of bounds. And Ole Miss will take over at their own 42. So with the score, Ole Miss 10, Notre Dame 7, a timeout on the field. Now this for Truback. On the option, Ole Miss with the football, and Bobby Garner rolling out to the right side is hit, fumbles the football, and it's recovered by Ole Miss up at the 41-yard line. A loss of about 2 yards on the play. They started on their own 43. Garner rolling to the right, looking for somebody to throw to, was trapped. Was hit. 2nd and 12 for the Rebels from their own 41-yard line. Jarrett Price and Tyrone Richards are the setbacks, and here again is the fumble as Garner takes a snap, tries a handoff. The ball is loose, and it's recovered by Notre Dame. Recovered by the Irish at the Ole Miss 41-yard line. Case is the man who recovered it. Defensive tackle Jay Case recovered the fumble. It's Notre Dame's ball at the Ole Miss 41. That is the 7th turnover, Pat, in the game. There was a out wide to the right-hand side. Doman is split out to the left. Here's Lish handing off to Urick, and Urick cracks the left tackle to the 35, to the 30. He's inside of the 30-yard line and knocked down at about the 29-yard line, brought down by George Plaskitas. The big defensive left end of Ole Miss finally wrestled him down at the 29-yard line. 1st down for Notre Dame. Give the Irish welcome at the Ole Miss 29. Straight ahead with the football, Steve Orsini. Orsini taking the ball from Lish and cracking right into the middle. 2nd and 9 from the 28-yard line of the Rebels. Man in motion out to the left is Waymar. Here's the snap. Back it goes. The handoff is to Evans, and Evans gets to the 27. Larry Johnson and Charlie Cage, the 2 tackles. Defensively in that front line. The ball is at the 27-yard line, and Lish takes a snap, drops in the pocket. He'll throw, looks, fires over the middle, incomplete. Intended for Ken McAfee, and Lish throws behind him. He threw behind him.
And McAfee was well covered. The score is 10-7 in favor of Ole Miss. Notre Dame with an opportunity now. They've
got it at the 34-yard line. It'll be a 44-yard field goal if Dave Reeve can do it. He puts his foot into it. It's on the way. It is good. It is good. It's good, and the ball game is all tied up as Notre Dame comes through with a 44-yard field goal. So there's a timeout here with the score. Notre Dame 10, Ole Miss 10.
The famous Weber barbecue kettle. One reason it's recognized as the best there is because it lets you...
And it's been a ding-dong battle down in the pits. Great defensive play by both teams. Reeve comes forward, puts his foot into it. A long shot. down to the goal line. Williams is waiting at the 2, out to the 5, to the 10, to the near sidelines, to the 15, on his feet to the 20, fights his way to the 22-yard line, wraps up at about the 22-yard line, and down he goes right there. The man to make... Mississippi comes up to the line of scrimmage. Bobby Garner doing the quarterbacking with an eye in the backfield. They shift into the pro set now. Here's Garner on the handoff, giving it off to his left halfback to Jim Story, and Story cracks it out to the 24-yard line. He's hit down at the 24 by Bob Golick and by Jay Case. To the right goes Willie Foster. Split out to the left goes Bob Barbas. As Mississippi lines up in a quick snap, and here's Garner rolling back to throw. He looks, he sets. The left-hander fires. Complete at the 30-yard line. Down with the football after the catch is tight end Curtis Weathers. Weathers made the grab and slipped and went down at about the 31-yard line.
On that play, they send a one-man deep. That's the wide receiver, and then Weathers comes in behind him. He drew the cornerback off.
Inside, I formation in the backfield as Garner lines him up at the 31. The setbacks are shifting into the pro set now. Bobby has the snap, starts down the option, pitches it out at the last moment. Leon Perry turns the left corner. He's out to the 35. He's on the way to the 38-yard line. He's hit down after making a first down by Ross Christensen. The free safety of the Irish wrestling down at the 39-yard line, and Mississippi has a first down.
That could be one of the most important first downs of the game. Coaches will tell you the most important yardage you can gain are in your territory.
Willie Foster is wide to the right. Bob Barbas is out to the left. From the I, Garner has those backs shifting again. They start in the I and shift to the pro set. Garner holding on to the football instead of pitching it out. Turns in over the left tackle. Bob Golick gets him as he reaches the 43-yard line. Knocks him down at about the 44. Boy, this fella Garner is one smooth quarterback. Garner from Valparaiso, Florida. Quarterbacking and calling the signals. He turns and hands and straight ahead and hit with the ball. Leon Perry jarred loose from the football. Notre Dame has recovered the ball. Steve Heimkreiter, Bob Golick really laid the timber to Freddie Williamson, jarred him loose to Leon Perry, jarred him loose from the football, and Steve Heimkreiter recovered it at the Mississippi 45-yard line, and there's a big turnover.
It is, and you won't find a harder tackle on any football field anywhere, pro, college, high school, than the tackle that Golick put on.
Bowman wide out to the left. Haynes is split out to the right-hand side. Lish still in there quarterbacking, calling the signals. Takes the snap, hands it off to Urick. Urick with that little stutter step gets up, gets to the 45-yard line, down to about the 44-yard line of Ole Miss before Brian Neighbor makes the tackle.
And Brian Neighbor in good pursuit along that line of scrimmage.
He is flanked wide to the right this time. Second down in a passing situation. Lish out to the left, looks, throws over the middle. It's good to Ken McAfee. McAfee at the 32 makes the grab and goes down. Great catch for the big tight end. No wonder this fella is a two-time All-American. He can really catch the football.
And Notre Dame has an advantage with him at tight end as well when they want to run because he's a third tackle for you. He loves...
66 yards for Ken McAfee. Lish barking the signals now with a first down at the 31.5. Handing it off this time to Urick. Urick stutter steps to the 25. He's inside the 25. He's down to the 23-yard line. John Fabus comes up to make the tackle on him at the Ole Miss 23. And there is almost another first down. It may be. Beautiful run there by Terry Urick. Now remember, Urick is a young man hurt in the Pittsburgh game. He was good for 10 yards at the 21-yard line of Ole Miss. Notre Dame in possession. Urick waiting for the snap. He has the football. He gives it off over Orsini, over the right tackle, to the 15, to the 10. He's inside the 10. Bill Day has him at the 9. 7 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in this fourth period. A 10-10 battle between Ole Miss and Notre Dame. The Irish now with a big 12-yard gain there by Steve Orsini. The ball is at the 9-yard line, and it is first down. 3 plays, 3 first downs. Here's the handoff. Orsini. He can't get past the line of scrimmage. Charlie Cage is down on the bottom of that. Charlie Cage responsible for the stop. No gain on the play.
I'll tell you this.
Ferguson has the setbacks behind Rusty Lish. Second down at the 9. The handoff to Ferguson. Ferguson cuts out to the left, tries to come in over the left tackle. Charlie Cage following him. Cage has him again. Wrestles him down at the 8-yard line. You might give Ferguson a yard on that, but that's about all. Let's see where they put it down. No, they're putting it down at the 9-yard line. There is no gain. Big third down play from the 9. 9 yards from pay dirt. Wait a minute. Flags on the play now. Somebody jumped offsides there in the offensive line of the Irish, and they're going to come and step off 5.
Too much time for Notre Dame, Al.
Too much time for the Irish. They didn't get the play off in time. Now Orsini goes back to the sidelines.
Notre Dame was inches away from tackling the quarterback, and the pass was inches away from being intercepted by 2 Notre Dame defenders. So Mississippi gets a first down.
Weathers has caught 4 passes this afternoon for 33 yards. Notre Dame leads Ole Miss 13-10 in a battle of the Giants here at Jackson, Mississippi. The Rebels line up. Ellis with his hands under the center. His setbacks up Perry and Story. Now he has the snap. He's back to throw. He looks and fires over the middle. It's completed to 45. Running with the football laterally across the field is L.Q. Smith to the midfield stripe, to the 40, to the 35-yard line. He's to the Notre Dame 30, to the 25. He's out of to the Notre Dame 22-yard line. Ross Browner finally brought him down. His first catch of the day, L.Q. Smith. Coming in for Curtis Weathers, made the grab at about his own 35. The play covered 47 yards. It's first down, Mississippi, at the Notre Dame 23. To the right is Les Kimbrough. Split to the left is Bob Favis. Here's Ellis under the center with his setback spread. From the 23, he hands off, breaking off the left side with the football to the 15. On to the 10-yard line goes James Story. Story went into the center, bounced back out, breaks down the left side off the tackle, goes to the 10-yard line before Hardy Rayam of Notre Dame finally wraps him up. The ball is right on the 10-yard line. Mississippi's knocking on the door again. Behind quarterback Tim Ellis. He has the ball down at the 10-yard line. He rolls out to the right-hand side, looks, the ball is batted into the air. It's caught by number 21 by James Story, and he goes in to score. Touchdown for Mississippi. The Rebels have taken the lead. Deflected by Notre Dame into the hands of Jim Story. His second touchdown of the ball game. His second touchdown catch, too. And Mr. Story has scored the 2 big ones. 16-13 now. The Rebels lead by 3. 3:28 on the clock. And in for the field goal, the point after attempt. Langley, the kick is up. It is good. It is good. Ole Miss takes a 4-point lead. It's Ole Miss 17, Notre Dame 13. And we'll have more after this special 30-second message. He is one of the 2 backs in the end zone. We're all set for the kickoff, and Hoppy Langley is ready to boot it. He sends a sailor down there. It is Yerk waiting to field the ball. No, Smith. Steve Smith has it at the 10 out to the 15. He is hit down at the 18-yard line. There's a flag flying at the 20 as Smith went down at the 18. Dan Kokomo is the man who made the tackle and brought it. Lish has the ball, drops back in the pocket to throw, looks, throws a screen out there. Evans has it at the 10. He's up to the 12, on his way to the 15. Fumbles the football. Mississippi has recovered. Brian Moreland, the linebacker who's played great all afternoon, recovered the fumble as Evans loses the handle. Notre Dame loses possession. Mississippi has it at the Notre Dame 14.
Only 14 yards away from...
The third-string quarterback is calling the signals at the 14-yard line. He has the setback spread. Now, the handoff given off to Jim Story as Story cracks over the right side. Bob Golick stops him at the 13-yard line. A pickup of just about a yard. Extra tight end. From the I formation with second down and 8. They shift into split backs, and here's a handoff, and inside with the ball goes Roger Gordon as he takes from Tim Ellis, drives over the center, gets down to the 10-yard line. All they want to do is run timeout now. Jay Case makes the stop at the 10-yard line, and Mississippi will be looking at 3rd and 6 from the Notre Dame 10-yard line. If the third down and 6 at the Notre Dame 10 come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Ellis waiting for the snap now as he calls the signal. Ellis with his hands outstretched has the football, gives it off to Jim Story, and Story cracks the right side, can't move a step at the line of scrimmage, driven back by Bob Golick and Jay Case and by Ross Browner as they barrel right into him and drive him back. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's as far as he could get. And the field goal contingent will come on now, and they'll try to take a 7-point lead. The young sophomore will be kicking, and it will be placed down at the 17. 27-yard kick. The ball is up in the air. It is on the way. It is good. It's good. And Mississippi has taken a 7-point lead. It's Ole Miss 20, Notre Dame 13. And we'll have more after this special. We have 1 minute and 44 seconds remaining in the football game. Exactly 1:44 on the clock. Ole Miss ahead 20-17 over Notre Dame. And here we go as Hoppy Langley kicks it off. A long, deep kick. Urick has it 4 yards deep, brings it out to the 5, to the 10, up the middle to the 15, on his way to the 20. He's down at the 23-yard line, and the Irish are really going at it. Tempers are flaring down there. Second down at about 4. Very quickly, without any huddle. Lish again to throw, rolling to the left and throws it out of bounds when he looks for Chris Haynes, and Haynes is covered. Out of bounds, incomplete. Flag on the play over there, but with 1 minute and 8 left, the ball going out of bounds means the clock will stop, and they will talk to Notre Dame. The officials come across to talk to the Irish. No, it is against Notre Dame. An illegal receiver downfield.
Illegal receiver downfield, so the penalty will be coming up as Mississippi
back to the Irish 13-yard line where it is second down, and Lish will drop back in the pocket to throw. He looks, he throws. Complete at the 35. A diving catch by Ty Dickerson. Dickerson has it at the 35-yard line. There's enough for the first down. Can they get the sticks up there in time? I don't know. They have not moved them yet. They will not allow them. With 1:02, they're holding the time. 21 yards on the play. Now the clock is running again as the sticks are placed down. Notre Dame first down at their 35. Lish rolling to the right. Fires one. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Incomplete, the pass intended for Steve Orsini. Notre Dame running without the benefit of huddle. Calling a series of plays as they do with the clock running. Now with the ball going out of bounds. They trail 20-13. We have 51 seconds remaining in the ball game. Let's correct that. It is Nebraska over Alabama, 31-24. Lish over the middle. It's complete at the 38-yard line. Making the grab is Ken McAfee. McAfee is tackled and brought down by John Favors, the free safety, and just for a moment, tempers flared. We look like we might have a scuffle. Let's pause for station identification. This is Mutual, your news and sports radio network.
You could be at the next Notre Dame game with free tickets. Listen for details on WAIT Chicago.
We have 33 seconds remaining in the ball game. John Hankard is in there in the backfield for the Irish. Back to throw. Lish looks, goes over the middle. It's complete at the 42-yard line of Ole Miss. The ball was there and then popped out of the hands of the intended receiver, Ty Dickerson. Dickerson had it. It was almost intercepted, so it goes as an incompleted forward pass, one that Dickerson should have had a hold of.
And it's been a
Up to the line now with the clock running, 27 seconds. Lish back to throw again. 12 yards back, throws it over the middle. Intercepted by Moreland. Moreland at the 40, the 35, to the Notre Dame 30. Out of bounds at the Notre Dame 24-yard line. Brian Moreland intercepts and runs it back to the Notre Dame 24, and Mississippi has possession.
There will be delirium in Dixie tonight. A major upset. Notre Dame has won 4 out of 5 against Southeast Conference teams. Posted in a victory over Alabama last week, and now Mississippi coming on.
Tim Ellis is the man calling the signals at the 24. He takes a snap and just falls on it. 14 seconds and the clock is running. Mississippi quarterback Tim Ellis, who led the drive. There is the clock. It runs out. It's all over. It's all over. Mississippi has beaten Notre Dame. They counted it out for us. Mississippi has beaten Notre Dame 20-13. We'll tell you that our lazy boy winners, the offensive back of the ball game, the Mississippi quarterback Tim Ellis, who engineered the go-ahead drive in the fourth quarter and who led this football team the rest of the way. He led them with 3 of 4 passes completed, 67 yards and 1 touchdown to go ahead to stay there. So Ellis wins the Offensive Player Award. The defensive player is linebacker Brian Moreland. 1 interception and 1 fumble recovered. Moreland with a great afternoon at the left linebacker spot for Ole Miss. Ole Miss is upset Notre Dame 20-13. What a football game this was, though. It could have been anybody's game. The Rebels apparently just wanted it more than Notre Dame, and they fought it out on that field down there in 95-degree heat today. Really battled it out. We're going to present the wrap-up of today's game after this for Las Vegas.